The freedom of letting go. 10 essential shifts. After 70 for a peaceful, joyful life. Reaching your 70s isn't just about marking another decade. It's about stepping into a new chapter of life, one where you have the wisdom and freedom to choose what truly matters. At this stage, many of us look around and realize that we've accumulated more than just physical belongings. We carry emotional weight, old beliefs, and the remnants of past responsibilities. But what if, instead of holding on, the key to a peaceful, fulfilling life is letting go? Imagine waking up each day free from the clutter of unnecessary possessions, toxic relationships, and outdated expectations. Picture yourself fully embracing the present, no longer weighed down by regrets, obligations, or the constant need to please others. What if you could release just a few things, and in doing so, open the door to a lighter, more joyful existence? In this guide, you'll discover 10 things to release after 70. Simple yet powerful changes that will help you create the space to live fully. From shedding physical clutter to letting go of financial worries, from freeing yourself from toxic people to embracing the joy of not always being busy, these 10 steps will empower you to live with intention, clarity, and freedom. It's time to step into your well-deserved peace. Ready to discover how to embrace this new chapter without the weight of the past? Let's explore how letting go can bring you the freedom to live a life full of joy, purpose, and true fulfillment. 1. Let go of physical clutter. Reaching your 70s is a wonderful milestone, one that should be met with peace, freedom, and a deep sense of joy. But many older adults unknowingly carry a burden that weighs them down daily. Physical clutter. Over the years, we accumulate countless items: furniture, clothes, knickknacks, boxes of letters, old gifts, and more. While many of these things hold emotional value or memories, they can also crowd your living space and your mind. The older we get, the more important it becomes to simplify our surroundings. Letting go of physical clutter isn't about erasing your past. It's about honoring your journey while making space for the present and the future. Start by asking yourself a simple question. Does this item serve me now? If it no longer adds value to your life, it might be time to part with it. That doesn't mean throwing everything away. Far from it. Keep the photo albums that make you smile, the chair that brings comfort, or the mementos that spark joy. But if you have extra dishes collecting dust, clothing that hasn't been worn in decades, or stacks of papers and books you no longer use, consider letting them go. You'll be amazed at how much lighter your home and your spirit will feel. Decluttering can also be an act of generosity. Many of the items you no longer need could be incredibly helpful to others. A young couple just starting out might need dishes or furniture. A local shelter or nonprofit might welcome gently used clothing, blankets, or kitchenware. Knowing that your belongings will be put to good use can turn the process of decluttering into a meaningful act of giving. You're not just cleaning up, you're passing on stories, usefulness, and comfort to someone else. If the idea of decluttering your entire home feels overwhelming, start small. Choose one drawer, one closet, or one room at a time. Take breaks, reminisce if needed. There's no rush. This is a personal journey. The goal isn't to live with nothing. It's to live with what serves and supports your life now. Many older adults who go through this process report feeling more in control, less anxious, and more connected to the present. A decluttered home also makes day-to-day life easier. Fewer tripping hazards, less to clean or organize, and more open space for movement and light. That's especially important as we prioritize safety and independence with age. Letting go of excess is a gift to your future self, one that makes life simpler, calmer, and more joyful. At this stage of life, every room in your home should reflect who you are now, not who you were 30 years ago. Create a space that feels peaceful and purposeful. When everything around you has meaning, you invite clarity, calm, and comfort into your daily life. And that is a priceless reward. 2. Let go of toxic relationships. By the time you reach your 70s, you've likely experienced a wide range of relationships, some that uplifted you and others that left you drained. At this stage in life, your peace of mind is more valuable than ever. Letting go of toxic relationships is one of the most powerful acts of self-respect you can make. These relationships may come in many forms: a friend who only calls to complain, a family member who constantly criticizes, or someone who never considers your feelings. Over time, these interactions can wear you down emotionally, leaving you feeling undervalued, anxious, or even resentful. It's important to remember that just because a relationship has a long history doesn't mean it deserves a place in your present. Letting go doesn't always mean cutting someone out of your life completely. It can be about redefining the relationship, limiting contact, setting boundaries, or choosing not to engage in emotionally exhausting conversations. For example, you might decide to only speak with a certain relative on holidays or avoid certain topics with a lifelong friend. These are not acts of cruelty, but of care. Care for your emotional well-being, your energy, and your peace. After all, your time is precious, and how you spend it should reflect the love and respect you wish to receive. Many seniors struggle with the idea of distancing themselves from people, especially when those people are family. There can be guilt, fear of judgment, or a deep-rooted sense of obligation. But it's vital to understand that prioritizing your mental health is not selfish. It's necessary. You've given so much of yourself over the years. Now it's your turn to receive kindness, not just from others but also from yourself. If someone consistently brings stress or sadness into your life, it's okay to say, enough. Instead of dwelling on difficult relationships, shift your focus to those that make you feel seen, heard, and valued. Surround yourself with people who lift your spirit, even if it's only a few trusted companions. Quality matters more than quantity. Shared laughter, mutual respect, and heartfelt connection are worth far more than maintaining ties out of habit or guilt. These nourishing relationships can make a profound difference in your happiness and health. As you let go of toxic relationships, you create space in your heart and your calendar for new, more fulfilling connections. You open the door to peace, healing, and even growth. Imagine waking up knowing that every person you choose to spend time with brings positivity into your life. Imagine feeling safe, supported, and free to be your authentic self. That's not just a dream, it's a choice, and it starts by releasing what no longer serves you. In your golden years, you deserve relationships rooted in love, understanding, and joy. Don't let the weight of toxic connections hold you back from the calm and contentment you've worked so hard to earn. This is your time to choose peace, fully, freely, and without apology.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
Third, let go of unnecessary responsibilities. In your younger years, responsibilities may have defined much of your life: raising children, managing a household, pursuing a career, or serving your community. You may have been the person everyone turned to for guidance, support, or problem-solving. While these roles brought meaning and structure, they also came with a heavy load. Now, after age 70, it's time to reflect and ask, are the responsibilities I'm carrying still meaningful, or have they become burdens I no longer need to bear? Letting go of unnecessary obligations is not about giving up. It's about making room for peace, freedom, and joy in your daily life. Responsibilities have a way of lingering, even when they no longer make sense. Maybe you're still hosting every family holiday out of habit, even though it's exhausting. Or you might be trying to maintain a large home or yard that now feels overwhelming rather than rewarding. Perhaps you've taken on obligations for others, watching the grandkids too often, managing someone else's problems, or saying yes out of guilt instead of genuine desire. These patterns can quietly drain your energy and keep you from enjoying the simple pleasures you've earned. Releasing these responsibilities doesn't mean stepping away from your loved ones or community. It means finding a new balance. For example, if yard work is too taxing, consider hiring help or downsizing to a smaller space. If family expects you to manage every crisis, it's okay to set boundaries or encourage them to take more ownership of their issues. You're not neglecting your role. You're redefining it in a way that supports your health and happiness. There can be emotional weight in letting go. Many seniors feel guilty for stepping back, especially if they've spent a lifetime serving others. But it's important to realize that caring for yourself is not a sign of weakness or selfishness. It's essential. When you protect your time and energy, you can show up more fully in the moments that matter most. You'll be more present, more joyful, and more at peace. Imagine waking up and realizing your schedule is your own. You're not rushing to meet anyone else's demands, but instead choosing how to spend your day, reading a good book, gardening at your own pace, taking a leisurely walk, or connecting with a friend over coffee. That kind of freedom is deeply healing. It allows your life to feel like a celebration, not a series of to-do lists. Letting go of unnecessary responsibilities gives you the space to focus on what nourishes your soul. It's about living with intention, not obligation. You've spent decades giving of yourself. Now it's your time to receive the joy, peace, and rest you've more than earned. Choose to carry only what supports your well-being and allow the rest to fall away. You deserve a life that feels lighter and more fulfilling every single day. Fourth, let go of negative self-talk and regrets. By the time you reach your 70s, you've lived through a lifetime of experiences, joys, challenges, triumphs, and mistakes. Every chapter of your life has shaped the person you are today. Yet, many older adults find themselves haunted by a quiet voice in their heads, the voice of regret and negative self-talk. It whispers things like, "I should have done more," "I made too many mistakes," or "I don't deserve to be happy now." This kind of thinking doesn't honor your journey. It holds you back from embracing the peace and freedom you deserve. It's time to let go of that voice and replace it with compassion, understanding, and gratitude for the road you've traveled. Regret often stems from the belief that things could have been perfect if only you had chosen differently. Maybe you think about a relationship that ended badly, a career path not pursued, or dreams that didn't come true. But the truth is, no life is perfect. Everyone makes choices based on what they knew at the time, and growth only comes through imperfection. Instead of focusing on what could have been, shift your focus to what was, the courage it took to make tough decisions, the resilience that helped you through loss, the wisdom you've gained from your experiences. Negative self-talk is another form of emotional clutter. It lingers quietly, chipping away at your confidence and joy. You wouldn't speak harshly to a friend who made a mistake, so why speak that way to yourself? Give yourself the same kindness you offer others. You've lived through decades of ups and downs and are still standing. That alone is a testament to your strength. You are not your mistakes. You are your resilience. You are your perseverance. You are your capacity to love, grow, and continue moving forward, no matter what. Letting go of regrets and negative self-talk is not about pretending the past didn't happen. It's about reframing your story in a way that honors your journey. If you find yourself stuck in these patterns, try writing a letter to your younger self, one filled with encouragement and forgiveness. Practice daily affirmations, even something as simple as, "I am enough just as I am." Surround yourself with people who remind you of your worth and participate in activities that bring you joy, peace, and connection. This stage of life is a time for healing and renewal. Let go of the should-haves and if-onlys, and allow yourself to live in the beauty of the present moment. Each day is a new opportunity to experience joy, connection, and gratitude. You've earned the right to live with peace in your heart and confidence in who you are. Letting go of self-criticism is one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself. It's not too late to rewrite your inner narrative. Choose to speak to yourself with kindness. Choose to believe in your worth. choose to embrace the rest of your life with open arms and a full heart.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
Let go of unhealthy habits. By the time you reach your 70s, your body has served you well through a lifetime of experiences. It has carried you through work, family, joy, loss, and everything in between. Now more than ever, it deserves care, attention, and kindness. One of the most powerful ways to show yourself that care is to examine your daily routines and gently release the habits that no longer serve your health or happiness. Unhealthy habits can quietly erode your energy, mobility, mood, and overall quality of life. But the good news is, it's never too late to make changes that support your well-being. Unhealthy habits come in many forms. Some are obvious, like skipping meals, eating processed foods, or avoiding physical activity. Others are more subtle, such as staying sedentary for long stretches, neglecting hydration, or relying on screens and news media that feed stress and anxiety. You might also find yourself avoiding regular medical checkups, brushing off aches and pains, or continuing routines simply out of habit, even when they no longer feel good. While these habits might have gone unnoticed for years, they often become more impactful in later life. This stage of life is not about perfection or rigid rules. It's about making intentional choices that align with how you want to feel each day, stronger, more energetic, and more at ease. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Small changes matter. For example, replacing one processed snack a day with fruit or yogurt can boost your nutrition. A 10-minute morning stretch or a gentle walk around the neighborhood can improve circulation and mood. Drinking a few extra glasses of water can help with energy, digestion, and even joint comfort. Mental and emotional habits are equally important. If you often dwell on worries, feel isolated, or find yourself stuck in negative thought patterns, these are signals to pause and recenter. Try replacing the nightly news with relaxing music or a positive podcast. Make a call to an old friend. Sit quietly outside and listen to nature. These small moments of peace add up, helping to restore calm and clarity in your daily life. Changing habits requires patience and self-compassion. It's natural to slip back into old routines from time to time, but what matters most is your willingness to try again. Celebrate each small victory, choosing a healthier breakfast, skipping a sugary drink, taking the stairs instead of the elevator. These are not minor decisions. They are powerful affirmations that you care about your body, your mind, and your future. You deserve to feel well, not just to exist, but to thrive in this chapter of life. By letting go of unhealthy habits and replacing them with supportive routines, you give yourself the gift of vitality, balance, and renewed joy. You're not doing this to be younger. You're doing it to feel your best right now, today. And that's a goal worth reaching for every single day. 6. Let go of outdated beliefs. As we grow older, many of the beliefs we've carried with us, about ourselves, others, and the world, can become deeply ingrained. Some of these beliefs were helpful once. They gave us direction, purpose, and a sense of identity. But not all of them age well. As time passes and circumstances change, what once served us might now be holding us back. After age 70, it becomes more important than ever to pause and reflect. Are the beliefs I'm still living by helping me grow, or are they keeping me stuck? Letting go of outdated beliefs can open the door to greater freedom, joy, and self-discovery. Outdated beliefs can take many forms. Maybe it's the idea that aging means decline, or that it's too late to learn something new. Perhaps you believe asking for help is a sign of weakness, or that you're too old to travel, make new friends, or try a new hobby. You might even hold on to limiting views about your appearance, abilities, or value in the world. These beliefs often come from earlier life stages, passed down by family, reinforced by society, or rooted in experiences that no longer define you. But what once felt true doesn't have to remain your truth forever. Letting go of outdated beliefs doesn't mean rejecting your past. It means updating your mindset to match the person you are today. You've grown, learned, and evolved. You're wiser now than you've ever been. It's okay, healthy even, to outgrow old thinking. Consider how many changes you've already embraced over the years. Shifts in technology, relationships, careers, and health. Each one required you to adapt and learn something new. You're more flexible and resilient than you give yourself credit for. Start by noticing the stories you tell yourself. Are they filled with possibility or limitation? For instance, if you've always believed you're not good with technology, try reframing that to, I can learn new tools with patience and support. If you've thought, I'm too old to make new friends, remind yourself that meaningful connections can begin at any stage of life. Challenge these internal scripts gently and replace them with words that encourage growth rather than fear. Opening your mind to new perspectives is a powerful act of self-care. It may lead you to new experiences, hobbies, relationships, or even healing. You might decide to volunteer, join a local book club, take an art class, or travel to a place you've always wanted to see. These aren't just activities, they're expressions of your willingness to keep living fully, not shrinking to fit someone else's outdated definition of what aging looks like. By releasing beliefs that no longer align with your values, you free yourself to write the next chapter on your own terms. This is your time, not to fade away, but to step forward with confidence, curiosity, and courage. You are not limited by your past. You are lifted by your wisdom. Let that wisdom guide you into a future full of discovery and purpose. Let go of financial worries that no longer apply. By the time you've reached your 70s, you've likely spent decades thinking about money, how to earn it, how to save it, how to stretch it, and how to make sure your family is secure. Maybe you were raised during times of scarcity or economic hardship, and those lessons taught you to be careful with every dollar. That kind of financial discipline is admirable, and it likely helped you build a stable life. But now, in this stage of life, it's worth asking, are those financial worries still necessary? Or are they quietly stealing your peace and joy? Many older adults find it hard to let go of the habit of worrying about money, even when they're financially stable. You might hesitate to spend on things that bring you comfort or happiness because you feel guilty or fear running out. Maybe you skip small pleasures, like dining out with friends, updating something in your home, or taking a short trip, because you believe you should always be saving just in case. But here's the truth. If you've planned well, this is the time to start using the money you saved for exactly what it was intended, to enjoy your life. This doesn't mean you should stop being wise or responsible. It means giving yourself permission to stop living in fear. It's okay to spend money on a better mattress to help you sleep well, or on a new pair of walking shoes that keep you mobile and pain-free. It's okay to buy fresh produce, join a yoga class, or take your grandchildren to the zoo. These are not luxuries. They're investments in your comfort, your health, and your relationships. If you're unsure about your financial situation, it's a good idea to speak with a trusted financial advisor or planner who can help you understand where you stand. Having clarity can reduce fear and help you make choices based on facts, not anxiety. A professional can help you determine what you can comfortably afford and how to use your savings in a way that supports your goals and priorities. When you have that knowledge, you're empowered to live more freely. Another part of letting go is releasing the fear of becoming a burden. Many seniors worry about their long-term needs or medical expenses, which is understandable. But constantly living in what-if mode robs you of the joy of what is. Prepare wisely, yes, but then allow yourself to rest in the confidence that you've done your part. You've earned the right to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Let go of old fears and embrace a mindset of abundance. You don't have to live like money is always tight, especially if it isn't. Use your resources to create memories, nurture your well-being, and enhance your daily life. After a lifetime of giving, saving, and sacrificing, it's okay to receive. It's okay to enjoy. This is your time. Let it be full.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 7 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
9. Let go of the pressure to always be busy. For much of life, being busy was a symbol of success, responsibility, and usefulness. From raising children to working full-time jobs, maintaining a household, or volunteering in the community, most of us lived by packed schedules for decades. But when we reach our 70s, the relentless pace no longer serves us the way it once did. And yet, many older adults still feel pressure to stay constantly busy, filling every hour with chores, errands, or obligations, as if slowing down means falling behind. It's time to release that pressure and recognize that rest, reflection, and leisure are not indulgences. They are essential to your well-being. Letting go of the need to always be busy is not about becoming idle or disconnected. It's about giving yourself permission to move through life at a pace that honors your current energy and priorities. You don't have to say yes to every request or fill your calendar just to feel productive. You've already proven your worth many times over. Now, the value of your time is not measured by how much you do, but by how deeply you enjoy each moment. This can be a difficult mindset shift, especially if you've spent years feeling guilty about resting. But rest is not laziness. It's a form of healing. Quiet moments offer space to process your thoughts, nurture your spirit, and reconnect with yourself. A peaceful morning with a cup of coffee and no agenda, an afternoon spent gardening at your own pace, or simply sitting on a porch watching the birds. These are not wasted hours. They are the very essence of a life well lived. If you find it hard to slow down, try replacing the idea of doing nothing with doing what restores me. That might mean reading, journaling, listening to music, meditating, or even taking a nap without apology. Allow your body and mind to settle. You'll be surprised how much clearer and lighter you feel when you're not constantly rushing from one thing to the next. You can also gently reset expectations with others. If friends or family often expect you to be available or busy, it's okay to say, "I need this time for myself today." Setting boundaries around your time doesn't mean you're selfish. It means you're wise enough to protect your peace. There's a special kind of freedom that comes when you stop chasing a to-do list and start embracing what feels right for you. Let go of the pressure to always be busy and discover the richness of a slower, more mindful rhythm. This is your time to savor, not sprint. Let your days be filled with meaning, not just motion. After all, the quiet moments, the ones that bring calm, clarity, and connection, are often the most memorable. Choose to fill your life not with more tasks, but with more presence. You've earned this slower, sweeter pace. Let it nourish you. 10th, let go of the need to please everyone. Throughout life, many of us were taught to put others first, to be helpful, agreeable, and accommodating. Whether it was raising children, supporting a spouse, or keeping peace at work or in the community, we learned that being well-liked often meant saying yes, even when we wanted to say no. But after age 70, it's time to gently set down that heavy burden. The constant need to please everyone is exhausting, and it often comes at the cost of your own well-being. Letting go of that pressure allows you to live more honestly, more peacefully, and more in tune with who you truly are. You've spent a lifetime caring for others, often putting their needs ahead of your own. And while that generosity has shaped your relationships and your legacy, it doesn't mean you have to continue sacrificing your comfort or values to avoid disappointing others. People-pleasing can lead to resentment, burnout, and a deep sense of disconnection from your own desires. Whether it's agreeing to plans you're too tired to enjoy, continuing traditions that no longer bring joy, or biting your tongue to avoid conflict, these patterns can quietly chip away at your peace. Now is the time to ask yourself, am I doing this out of love or out of obligation? There's a big difference. Doing things for others from the heart is beautiful, but doing them out of guilt or fear can leave you feeling drained and invisible. You don't owe anyone constant access to your time, energy, or approval, and saying no when something doesn't feel right is not unkind. It's honest, it's healthy, it's wise. Letting go of people-pleasing doesn't mean you stop caring about others. It means you start caring for yourself with the same compassion you've always shown to everyone else. It might feel uncomfortable at first. You may worry that others will be disappointed or think you're selfish. But the truth is, setting boundaries teaches people how to treat you, and it sets an example of self-respect. Over time, those who truly value you will understand, and your relationships will become more balanced and authentic. You deserve relationships where you're not just appreciated for what you do, but for who you are. That starts with honoring your own needs. It's okay to prioritize rest. It's okay to skip a social event. It's okay to express your opinions. And it's more than okay to expect kindness, respect, and understanding in return. This is your life, and this chapter should be filled with honesty, comfort, and freedom. Let go of the pressure to keep everyone else happy. Instead, focus on what brings you peace, joy, and fulfillment. When you stop living to meet others' expectations, you finally begin living on your own terms. And that is one of the greatest freedoms of all. The key message from this content is that after age 70, it's time to embrace a lighter, more fulfilling life by letting go of things, whether physical clutter, toxic relationships, outdated beliefs, or unnecessary obligations that no longer serve you. As we age, we often carry the weight of past decisions, habits, and responsibilities, but true peace comes when we actively choose to release what holds us back. Letting go is not about losing something. It's about making room for joy, clarity, and freedom. This process allows us to prioritize what truly matters: self-care, meaningful relationships, personal growth, and simple pleasures. By letting go of the need to please everyone or the fear of change, we reclaim our ability to live authentically and with intention. The wisdom gained over a lifetime is a powerful tool, and it's never too late to reshape our lives by embracing new possibilities. As we release burdens and set boundaries, we create space for the peace, love, and fulfillment we've worked so hard to achieve. It's a reminder that life after 70 can be a time of renewal, growth, and most importantly, joy.
Thank you for joining us today. We would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today, how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue to create great content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.